Coming to you from Roseville, Minnesota.
In our studio, Roseville Area High School.
This is the Roz Report, here to bring you the latest Roz updates. I'm David.
And I'm Aaron. Today is January 28th, 2026.
In today's report, we've got this week's sports, activities, announcements, Charity Week information, and more.
But first, let's check out the rest of this week's weather with Amaria.
Hello Raiders, hope you're all staying warm in this cold snap. Today will be 8 degrees with a low of negative 2 degrees. Tomorrow, high will be 9 degrees with a low of negative 8. Friday will be mostly sunny with a high of 10 degrees and a low of negative 5 degrees. And Saturday will be mostly sunny. Early next week should be warmer and partly cloudy with the highest being 32 and the lowest being negative 8. That's it for weathers, Raiders. Stay warm.
Thanks, Amaria. Let's watch this week's clip of Raider View, our sports show breakdown for all the Raider games.
Welcome to the Raider Review, your home for everything Raider athletics. First, let's talk scores and upcoming events.
Thursday, January 22nd, girls hockey lost to North Wright County 3-2. Boys hockey was shut out by Creighton by 6-0.
Friday, January 23rd, girls basketball versus Mounds View at Roz was postponed because of extreme cold weather. Boys basketball at Mounds View was also postponed until Saturday, January 24th.
On Saturday, January 24th, boys basketball beat Mounds View 48-44. Boys hockey fought White Bear Lake to a 3-3 tie, and girls hockey lost to Andover 4-1. Roz Speech had a great start to their season at the Chanhassen tournament. The top winners were Nitsa, who placed third place in novice drama, Christine, who got third place in novice pros, and Logan, who was pros champion.
Wednesday, January 28th, boys and girls Nordic skiing have conference finals at 3:40 p.m. and 4:10 p.m. at Battle Creek Regional Park. CI Adapted Hockey plays Stillwater at 4:30 p.m. at Stillwater High School. Boys and girls wrestling have dual meets with Two Rivers at 5 p.m. at Two Rivers High School. Thursday, January 29th, boys and girls Nordic skiing conference finals continues at 9 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. at Battle Creek Regional Park. CI Adapted Hockey plays Centennial at 4:30 p.m. at Highview Middle School. Boys swimming and diving has a meet with Park Cottage Grove at 6 p.m. at Parkview Center High School.
Also on the 29th, boys basketball plays Park Cottage Grove at 7 p.m. at Roz Lower Gym. Girls hockey plays Osseo at 7 p.m. at Roseville Arena. Boys hockey plays Eastridge at 7 p.m. at Cottage Grove Ice Arena.
On Saturday, the 31st, boys hockey plays Park Cottage Grove at 7 p.m. at Cottage Grove Ice Arena. If you're watching this on the Roz Report, that's just a quick look at our full show. For deeper breakdowns, more highlights, and our analysis with the latest of girls hockey, watch a full Raider review on our YouTube channel. We'll see you there.
Now let's check in with Gabby and Riley for Senior Sports Spotlight with hockey.
What's your guys' name and number?
My name's Brady, number 15. My name's Isaac, number 34.
And what's your guys' favorite pregame meal?
I always get Jersey Mike's before every game.
I always get Chipotle.
Thanks, Gabby and Riley. While Student Council has already begun accepting donations, the fun of Charity Week will kick off tomorrow with Raiders Wear Spirit Day and a Pep Fest at the end of the day.
To encourage your donation, our Student Council has arranged some checkpoints, including silly stringing a teacher at $500, choosing a staff dress-up day at $1,000, a teacher mass singer competition when we reach $2,000, staff minute to win it, games, teacher swaps, and more.
There's also Tattoo a Teacher, where students can purchase tattoos to be placed on the participating teacher of their choice. Get hyped for the Pep Fest and all the silliness next week.
Now on to Mental Health Minute.
Okay, what's your name?
Audrey.
And what are some tips to reduce anxiety?
I think getting physical activity in can really be helpful with anxiety, like going on walks or working out.
Thank you.
Thanks, Elliot and Kennedy.
Now on to our career quick segment to hear from a Roz alumni on her career as a pediatric nurse.
Thank you for volunteering to be interviewed with the Roz Report. What is your name and occupation?
My name is Sarah Arnis, and I am a registered nurse.
What does your job entail?
So, being a registered nurse, I work at a hospital, Children's Hospital in St. Paul, and I've done different areas of nursing there, bedside nursing, taking care of kids that are in the hospital, and then right now I do outpatient nursing with kids who need sedation or different procedures. Sedation for small procedures that don't need to go through the operating room, sedations for CTs or MRIs, and procedures for kids who have chronic illnesses, need to come in monthly for medications, IV infusions, medical testing, that kind of stuff.
Sounds like a super fulfilling career.
Now, let's go to our Beyond the Bell segment to learn about the newspaper club that helps power the Ville.
This is the Ross Report program, Beyond the Bell, interviewing Ross newspaper. So what are your names and roles?
I'm Lulu, and I am the social media manager.
I'm Ariana, and I'm a junior editor.
And I'm Karen, and I'm also a junior editor.
Okay. What made you three join the club?
We joined because we like to write, we want to get better at it, and also I wanted to join to report about local issues in our community and our school.
Cool. Now, what are your favorite hobbies in the club?
I love our issues that we write about. We all get to choose whichever issue we want to write about, and writing about things that are affecting our community and using our voices.
Awesome. And lastly, what would you say to make students join?
I think students should join because they are interested in journalism, being involved in our school community, and learning more about different cultures and different things that we have here in Roseville.
Now for our announcements.
Available for all math levels with Miss Brown at 3 to 4 p.m. every Tuesday and Thursday at the College and Career Center at room C170 until May 28th. Scan the QR code to sign up.
Registration for the Roseville Rumble closes on February 8th. Test your max back squat, bench press, and deadlift in front of family and friends. Reach out to Mr. Lucan or Mr. Highland for any questions.
For 10th, 12th graders, if you are interested in a chance to win a five-day Canyon camping adventure with 2-3 friends or family, enter a 1000 or 1005 World Essay to have a chance to win this trip before the deadline.
For 2026 graduating Natives Indigenous students, 7th Gen is a summer program that kickstarts students' first semester of college to help you continue and grow in your career path. Scan the QR code if you're interested. It will be from June 5th to August 1st.
If you are in Spanish 2, 3, 4, or AP Bio, or Accelerated Bio, you're invited to come tour Machu Picchu and see dolphins in the Amazon. Scan the QR code to register or to get more information on the Peru trip.
The deadline to enroll in this summer's tour to Japan and South Korea is this Saturday. Scan this QR code to get to the tour's enrollment page where you can find all sorts of information and enroll.
Valentine's Day flowers will be sold during all lunches next week with delivery on the 13th. Flowers are $1 each and you can pay with card or Cash App only.
Hey Raiders! This year all charity profits go towards every meal.
Grade versus grade competition.
Let's win it, juniors. The winning grade will get to skip homeroom for a week
and head on down to the auditorium with all their friends to watch teachers do fun challenges.
As a school, our donation goal is $12,000 to donate to charity. And along the way, we will get to do some of these prizes.
Donations open up January 21st, and you can donate anytime during the day by going down to the activities office and donating with cash or card. You can also donate online. Go donate, Raiders!
Charity Week is coming up soon, Raiders.
So make sure you guys are getting ready to donate and show up to all of our events. See you soon!
More than 3,000 children in Minnesota live with food insecurity, and it's Very Meals' mission to fight children hunger by providing nutritious meals to children on non-school days during Charity Week. Grades will face off to see who can raise the most money for every meal. To donate, you can scan the QR code here to submit an online donation, while card and cash will be accepted in the activities office.
On Thursday, we'll end the week with a pet fest in the lower gym with fun games. Kicking off the Charity Week, Spirit Days will be Raider Wear that day. The following week, Monday will be Meme Day, so dress up like your favorite school-appropriate meme. Tuesday is Rhyme Without Reason, so find a friend who dress like Ref and Chef. Blonde and James Bond. PJ and DJ, or any other goofy rhyme combo you could come up with. Wednesday will be fancy versus casual day. Thursday will be favorite or iconic character day. And Friday will be decades by grades, where 9th graders will dress like the 80s, sophomores dress like the 90s, juniors dress like the 2000s, and seniors dress like the 2010s. Teachers will dress the decade you were born.
Sign-ups for the 3v3 basketball tournament run until next Wednesday, the 28th, with the actual event being in the Ross gyms on February 2nd from 5:30 to 9:30. Registration opens tomorrow for the Oval Skate Night on Friday 6th from 5 to 7 p.m.
On Wednesday the 4th at 8 a.m. before late start, Student Code will host a family field event with a raffle to see who plays and prizes for the winners. Scan the QR code here or in the announcement slideshow posted on Schoology to answer survey questions to be used in the game.
Sign-ups for Dodgeball Tournament opens today. Get your team together to crush the competition on Friday the 6th at 3:30 p.m.
Now it's time for Roz Trivia, where homerooms face off against each other to test their Roz knowledge.
Last week, we asked you which staff member used to log roll. Due to the accidental deletion of half the Roz report last week, our data is a little skewed, but 23% of homerooms get the correct answer of Miss Mackey. Here's more from her.
So I was the answer to the trivia, which was about log rolling. So I grew up in Hayward, Wisconsin, which is home to the Lumberjack World Championships. Log rolling is actually a lumberjack skill. Lumberjacks would stand on the logs to push them down into the sawmills. And so it was kind of a popular sport for kids in Hayward when I was growing up. And so when I was a kid, I did a little bit of competition log rolling, but just a little bit. I wasn't like ever in the world championships. I wasn't ever professional or anything, but I did do it as a kid for a little bit.
Now on to this week's trivia. Which staff member officiated weddings for both of their sisters?
Decide your answer as a homeroom and scan the QR code here or in the homeroom slides to submit your guess.
That's it for this week's report. This week's credit song is by Leo. It's The Perfect Pair by Bipa Doobie.
Scan the QR code to tell us what you want to hear next week. I'm David.
And I'm Aaron. Thanks for tuning in.
We'll see you next week, Raiders.
My name is Caesar, and where I see myself in 10 years is, trapping, finessing, maybe taking my 11th gap year. You don't know, future changes.
My name is Aya, and in 10 years, I see myself being graduated from college, working as an architect, and being married.
Hi, my name is Savea. In 10 years, I see myself getting my bachelor's of science in nursing and getting a degree in sonography.
My name is Paloma, and in 10 years, I see myself traveling the world.